Sex columnist Anna David, who's written for magazines like UK, Esquire, and Playboy, is back with more advice for you. So, all right, our first question is from a guy who wants to know how to look better.
Hey Anna, Sky from California. I'm kind of curious. Relationship-wise, I haven't dated in a while. So if I do get a date, should I lie about when my last date was so that I don't appear like a loser?
That Sky, he's one of our famous forum boys.
An ardent fan.
Yes, he is. Now, answer the question, but I have my own little response to that.
I think there's nothing embarrassing at all about having not been on a date in a while. I think a guy who hasn't been on a date in a while, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say, that shows that he's sort of discerning. It doesn't show that he can't get a date, because any stupid fool can get some girl to go out with him every night of the week, right?
There really is nothing more irritating than being with a guy who you know there's nothing really that special about you, and he'd go out with anybody who'd say yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't date a lot, and I think there's nothing wrong with it, because I feel the same way. It's like, you don't want to be with a guy who has been with a lot of different girls.
Right. And there is this thing in society that people assume because, oh, if you're not dating, that's because you can't. No, that's not true. I mean, you can...
And just him in particular, he's an articulate guy, because, I mean, I've read his stuff on the forums.
Right.
And he sends in viewer voicemails, and... You know, as long as you present yourself well and you're not some crazy guy.
That guy, Sky, we know you could get dates.
You could get a date, but which is why tell a girl it's not a big deal that you haven't gone on a date.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's a good thing.
It might endear you to her, actually. I do think there's never any reason to lie, but especially when the truth is nothing to be ashamed of. It could even be something to be proud of.
Definitely. All right, and finally, a guy who wants to ask nicely.
Hey guys, I was just wondering, how do I hint to my girlfriend or tell her that I want her to shave down there for me?
It's a good question. He wants his girlfriend to go prepubescent.
Okay, I have a story about this.
Oh, tell.
There was a guy, back when I had terrible taste in men, there was a guy that I dated who one day, out of the blue, never called me again. Years later, he's like, hey, baby, you know what that was? I just really needed you to shave down there. Okay?
Wow.
Years later. And I was still...
Like, why didn't you just tell me?
Because, anyway,
didn't know how to
first of all, any guy that it's that big a deal that he's going to have to leave me, especially, probably the relationship isn't based on anything that's that solid, and it's not that, you know.
Well, you know, I would never be opposed if a guy just said, hey, would you shave down there?
Totally.
But if I didn't want to, like, for example, my ex-boyfriend, I said, hey, I'm taking everything off. And he said, I don't want that. He said, I don't think I like that. And I said,
what did you do?
Well, I don't care what you like. I'm going to do it.
Because that's the thing. Ultimately, it's her body, and she gets to do what she wants.
But if he wants to say, just say, hey, have you ever, do you think that you would do this for me once? I just want to see what it feels like. Because I think girls, if she's in this relationship with you, and it makes you feel better, and it feels better having sex, then
we're open to
just
change.
Just tell her, I just want to know what it would feel like. I think it would feel good.
And then accept the fact that she may say, sorry, this is my body. And I do think that if it's a total obsession with having it completely bare, that creeps me out.
Or show her this video and let her know that I'm saying it's great and it feels good.
And if Olivia...
I'm endorsing it. I'm endorsing it. Thanks.
And every woman in America should do it.
They're doing it right now. I hear the razors coming out. Thanks so much, Anna. And remember, to get even more answers to your sexy questions from sex columnist Anna David, subscribe to the AOTS In Your Pants podcast, available anytime at g4tv.com/podcasts.
Attack of the Show, weeknights at 7, only on G4.